A couple of magpies around, a couple of 28s. Let's do some Qigong. And let's start off with clearing. It's beautiful to clear into this open bush here. So start with wave breathing. So one hand on the belly, one hand on the top of the lungs here, top of the rib cage. Tai Chi Qigong posture. Feet facing forwards, chin tucked in, head lifted up, tailbone drop down. You're going to breathe in through the nose, starting at the belly, the ribs, the chest. Breathing out through the nose, ribs, down to the diaphragm. And as you've finished your exhale, you'll find that you can exhale a little bit more through the mouth. So that's the last bit of cleansing we're going to do there. Okay, so breathing in through the belly, ribs, chest, through the nose, out through the nose, ribs, chest, belly. In you go. End of your exhale. In breath through the nose, belly, ribs, chest. Out breath through the nose, chest, ribs, belly. At the end of the exhale, just do 4 or 5 of those on your own pace. Okay, then to carry on with the cleansing, going to lift your hands up, a very loose fist, up onto your toes, and as you come down, an out breath, and you land back on your heels. So swinging up, breathing in, stretch, stretch, stretch. The in breath, higher, 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 and out breath through your mouth. Breathing in. If there's anything in particular you want to toss out, you've got the earth below you. It loves to compost, like all these leaves around my feet from the trees. So allow any particular stresses or irritations or whatever it is, just drop it into the leafy compost. Landing on your heels. In. Think of anything specific that you might want to just give away, don't want to carry around with you. Lighten up. Another 2. Last one. Okay, and then continuing with the cleansing process, clearing a little bit. Just clear through your top of the head, raking through your hair. Opening up a little bit of circulation coming through from the brain. You've got a big vein that comes along the center of your skull there, center of your brain. Alrighty-o, and now take your hands to the side, hands together, and hands over the back of the head, round to the back of your neck. And when you get to where the neck and the cervical spine join, do a little bit of finger massage on those little muscles that connect between your cranium and your neck. There's a lot of really good acupuncture points here for headaches and sinus. Let your head drop forward slightly so you open up that gap. You might want to massage in the gap or just on top of the head. You might find there are more little trigger points there. These trigger points in Western medicine are known as, by a lady called Travell, who did a lot of work on trigger points, as the headache ghosts. So let's get rid of some of those headache ghosts there. Relax. Okay, breathing in, hands together, top of the head, back of the head, neck, come around to the throat and down. And my grandmother grew up in the Plain Karoo, son of a Plain Karoo, always used to do this with her neck. Very few of us think about relaxing the front of the neck. We think about massaging the back of the neck, not the front. And your vagus nerve, of course, goes down here, running behind your sternocleidomastoid muscle. So that's very relaxing for the gut as well. And your gut-brain connection. And breathe in again. Breathe in over the head, back of the head, the neck come down as far as the level of your sternum here. Do a little bit of massage in here. Store a lot of tension in the front of the chest. We're right over the middle dantian, which is associated with emotion. So just ease up a little bit there. Breathe in. Head, back of head, neck. Heart, come around and over your adrenal glands and the kidneys, back. Massage the kidneys. Adrenal glands is where a lot of your cortisol is made, adrenaline. Breathe in. Deep breath in through the nose, clearing repetitive thoughts in your heads that have got stuck going round and round and round. Bringing your attention deeper into your body, kidneys, and then down the back of the legs, up the front of the legs, all the way up, coming up the kidney meridian and stretch right up into the sky. Stretching, stretching, so up on your toes and coming down. Do another 2 of those. So the full chi massage for stress release, breathing in, hands together over your head, back of the head, neck, front of the neck, heart area, kidney and adrenals down the back of the bladder meridian, up the kidney meridian, all the way up the body, following the kidney meridian, which stops here, up into the sky, beautiful Australian sky, up on your toes. Right, last one. Breathing in, reach out. Hands together, long spine, drop your tailbone, hands over your head, back of the head, along that cranial baseline to the neck, to the heart, around the body, kidneys, down the bladder meridian, up the kidney meridian, reaching right up into the sky. Deep breath in. Press your heels down. Good. Let's do a little bit more opening up through the head and neck. So we're going to open up between your C01 or the top vertebra, where that's where your major rotation of the neck takes place. Hands together behind your back here. All right, that's going to open up your pec muscles in the front. Very often people are round shouldered there. So let's open up here. Get a lovely drop tailbone, soften your knees, soften your ankles, tuck your chin in, soften your shoulders, and drop your ear to your shoulder. Give it a couple of seconds to settle in there, and then little turns through your chin. You may feel a bit of creaking in there because you haven't done a full move in there for some time. And then in the opposite direction. Feeling through the movements of the vertebra there. Head up straight, drop your tailbone. Nice deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth as you drop down to the opposite shoulder. Might feel a little bit of stretch in the other side. That's great. Stretching your trapezius and circle your chin. Feeling into your neck there. Opposite direction. My eyes are closed. It's because the sun's in my eyes. And relax. Drop your arms down. And so we've gone from the basically cranial base, relaxing around here into those top joints. Let's go into the shoulders a little bit and big bear stretches. So open your hands to the front, lift your shoulders right up to under your ears, roll them forwards and drop them. As you drop them, let the back of the hands face forwards and allow your head to drop. So you're actually stretching the back of your upper spine into the dorsal area, and then breathe in again, lifting your shoulders up and opening as you bring them down again. Big bear stretches. Imagine we've got these heavy big bear shoulders. Breathing. Just need to sort of oil them up before you go into your day. Dropping your head as you come forwards, back of the hands forwards. Being aware of your shoulder blades as you're doing this exercise, kind of gliding up and down over the ribs. You have 3 layers of muscles in the back there, and they all need to be able to glide next to each other when you move. A lot of shoulder problems are because not just the shoulder joint, but in fact the scapula don't have enough flexibility of movement. One more breathing in, breathe out through the mouth. And open. Stand up again. Let's do wise owl turns his head to eliminate the 7 fatigues and the 11 illnesses. So keeping your chin tucked in, and when you move as if you're on a piece of glass here, so not up, not down. So the basic movement is you're going to turn your head to the side. Whenever you turn your head in one direction, let your eyes lead the way. Then you get a better turn, because your eyes tell your body to prepare for the movement, which is going to be turning here. And then the right muscles switch on. Coming back. What we're going to do as we turn, we're going to open our hands and feel as if your hands are feathers, owl's feathers, so let your fingers be soft and open. Turn your hands as you come back to center. You can either do it with an in-breath going, looking back, out-breath coming forwards, or the opposite way around, whichever works for you. Nice. Hands in front, prayer position. Let's open your heart to the sky, pushing forwards, opening, pulling your wrists back, dropping your tailbone down, softly bending your knees, not too much, but a nice bend there. Chin tucked in, so your spine is long. At the same time it's long, it's wide through here, making space for the lungs, the heart. In breath, breathe out. Sink your chest in, bring your hands together. As you're doing that, you're opening the space between the scapula or the shoulder blades behind, stretching the rhomboid muscles, breathing in, stretching your pec major muscle here, opening up your lung meridian, which goes down to the thumb and the first finger, breathing out. Now turn on your heel, going into a side lunge here, and put your hands on your knees. Just find a stable position, not too wide, not too narrow, something that's going to work for you. So you want to be able to bend your knee so that it doesn't go over the front of your toe. So it's more over your heel. So when you bend your knee, think about sinking your hip. It's actually an easier way of bending without going too fast. So think about sinking your hip there and then straightening it. So we're going to be doing an in-breath there and an out-breath as we come back. What's going to happen to our hands? So as we sink forwards, our hands are going to go to the side. So it's that same movement of actually opening your heart to the sky, but you're doing to the side. And as you come back, let your arms go down, straighten your knee, bend your knee, open your heart to the sky. Straighten your knee, let your arms come down. So we're doing a side flying for the lung. Breathing in. Think about your thumb and your first finger, really extend them so we stretch that lung meridian. Breathe out, straighten. Breathe in, sink. Breathe out, straighten. Try and do it in and out through the nose. In. Turn your heel, come to the front, hands together. Breathe in. Breathe out, just establish your breath again. Establish the rhythm of the breath. Turn on your heel, go to the opposite side, hands on your knee, and just feel a position that works for you. So we're going to sink at the hip here to bend the knee, and then you're going to be straightening. Sinking and straightening. Sinking, opening up. Straightening, arms coming down, flying out. In breath, flying out. Straighten out through the nose. Think about your thumb and finger extending right back. Turn to face center. Good, and let's open the legs a little bit. We're going to twist the spine. Coming down, put one hand on the ground, one hand behind your back. You can do it quite far forwards. Try and get a right angle at the back. I'm doing that. Do it from the side. Coming down here. And then wanting to turn to look up at the sky, getting a beautiful twist through your lumbar spine there. Come back. Other side. Turning to look at the sky and the trees if you're me. And back. Turn forwards. And the next time we're going to hand down, hand over your waist, and then open your shoulder. Look to your shoulder, look up to the sky. Opening right through the axilla. Through the low lumbar. Come down to the other side. Lifting arm up. Stretching to the sky. Coming down. One more to each side. Open up. If you can't open up, just keep your arm on your back to get that rotation. And slowly roll up and climb up your legs there. Feel your feet grounded if you're a little bit dizzy. And if you're a little bit dizzy, also what helps is to do a bit of deep breathing into your belly. So just one or two breaths. Maybe put your hands at the level of your heart here and get your belly into, your breathing into your belly, should I say, below the hands. Just a couple of nice, deep, long, slow, deep diaphragmatic breaths there. And hands in your back, and just give yourself a nice stretch back. Fingers about a centimeter on either side of your spinous process, so that bony shingling of the spine, leaning forwards, leaning back. Good. Open up through all the central channels of your body. The governor channel running at the back. The Ren, or the conception channel, running at the front. Coming up again. If you can't use your thumbs, to use your fists to do this. Just nice and slow. Tapping into how your body feels, how the joints of the spine feel. And relax. Just stand for a couple of seconds. Tai Chi Qigong posture. Notice how your body feels. Notice your breathing. Notice your mind. Notice your emotions. Notice the bony joints. Just close your eyes for a couple of seconds and notice that. Okay, let's go into just one or two flows. And we're going to start with pebble in the pond, dropping a tailbone, long spine. So pebble in the pond, our bottom goes back as we sink our hips, and our arms go forwards as we drop that pebble in the pond and make that ripple. We follow that ripple as we come up. Tuck your tailbone in and then straighten your spine up. Out breath. Bottom back, hands forwards. Straighten up as you breathe in. Breathe out, drop that pebble into the pond. Breathe in as you straighten up. And there goes my little microphone. Let me just put it back here. Carry on yourselves. Breathing in. Breathing out as you go forwards. Feel your feet on the ground. We are working with the earth element here, our stability, our ground, feeling of groundedness. Close your eyes, slow it down. And carry on. All right, and now hold a chi ball between your two hands. Feel that your Lao Gong, that center point in the palm, they're connected to each other, and just open and close a little bit. And as you're opening and closing, I want you to be aware of the physicality of your hands, the form of your hands, feeling your wrists, your finger joints, your skin, your muscle. Have a sense of the form of your body. You can actually look with your eyes at the form of your body. Looking at the movement, feeling the subtle movements of the fingers as we're coming in and out, and using the elbows, using the shoulders to do that. Now I want you to carry on doing that movement, but closing your eyes, and just become aware of any warmth you might feel between your hands, any warmth in your hands, any kind of buzzy, tingling feelings you can feel in your hands. Not just in your hands, but radiating out of your hands so that you can actually feel that sort of tackiness as you open and close your hands. They're almost like you've got a little bit of bubble gum between the fingers. And so you have to pull it apart as you open. And then there's a bit of resistance as your hands come towards each other. And basically, you're actually stirring up a little bit of your bioenergy from your body. But we're moving through a formless field. So this is your formless energy. We talk about the form of the body and then the formless energy and the visible energy that we don't see, but we can feel it out there. Just as we can feel maybe the breeze on our skin if we're working outside. All right. One hand behind your back, one hand in front of your forehead. Let's do Zen circles going right down. Coming up, clearing your mind as you come across, feeling that you're dipping into a pool of crystal clear water, cooling your mind as you come around. Breathing in as you come up through your nose, breathing out through your nose as you go down. Breathing in. So in Qigong, we do exercises that kind of build up the energy and clear, and then we do exercises that bring in new energy. What we've been doing quite a lot of today is actually clearing, so there's space for new energy come in. So as we've cleared through the head and back, so as we're doing our circles through the environment around me, and I'm in a very beautiful environment, wonderful energy, just feeling that I'm actually taking in some of that energy. And certainly if you were trailing your fingers through a cool pool and you'd been on a mountain walk, you would feel so revived after having done this. And then allow this to become a half circle. And when we do the half circle, feel how you're getting rotation through your waist. And then close your eyes and just feel the air as you're moving through it with your hand. And if you open your eyes again, notice how your hand is moving around in a circle, but notice the circle that's inside your hand. Notice the spaces in between your hand and your body, in between you and the wall, in between you and the trees, in between the trees if you're outside, in between the earth and the sky, and come back. Other hand of your forehead, and as if you're wiping your brow deeply down into that water, clear your mind. And as you come up, out as you go down. And smaller circle. Come down, come back to your chi ball. Just floating in and out, very much a free form of floating, feeling your hands connected. Whether you go to diagonal, maybe even including your body. Now, if you were in water, you'd really see the ripples, but because we're moving through air, you don't see them. But practice being able to feel them. And we're building up a lot of energy in our hands as we do this. So if you had a headache, it would be quite nice to put your hands on your head now for a couple of seconds. Or maybe over your low back, over your knee, whatever needs a little bit of an extra boost. I'm going to put my hands over my knee for a couple of seconds. Just breathe into this area. Feel the warmth from the hands coming into your body. Remember, warmth brings circulation. Circulation brings healing. And let's just do a final centering. One hand just below your dantian. Nice Tai Chi Qigong posture. Soften your knees. Drop your tailbone. Your body can turn a little bit. You might want to scoop up a little bit of energy and the air behind you and bring it forwards. And you'd be thinking, maybe I need a bit of extra power today. So you're wanting more of a yang energy, or you might thinking, I just want to stay super calm and relaxed. And then you go a little bit more slowly. As you're coming round, you're coming past your head. So think of clearing your mind, but being open to conscious wisdom from the universe around you, up in the sky. That's your yang energy up there. From nature, bringing in to the center of your heart area. Beautiful balance of nature, the regenerative, restorative energy from nature. And when you're coming down towards the ground, you're thinking about being grounded and strong in your energy. In through the nose, out through the nose. Both hands just below the belly, and let us stand for a couple of seconds. If you have sun on your face, allow that sun just to sink into your body. We're only able to live on the planet because of the energy from the sun. Take a deep breath into your belly. And drop your arms. When you open your eyes, just notice the space around you. Right. Thank you for joining me in Western Australia for some Saturday Qigong.